Maybe I'm wrong, but Malmstrom too, who knows? Hard to see through that snow. Getting a little excited.
We'll see what the officials say. They're signaling to John, I believe, may be the culprit.
That's a bummer. He is going to have to eat some roost right from the get-go.
That's a bummer for him. The back row start is not where you want to be, especially on a track like this. Be faced with the difficult visibility, that dirty air right away. Are they going to give him a spot back?
Yeah. No. He's trying to pull a fast one.
So, Robbie, we're seeing his mechanic there. He's reaching down into the lower suspension below the tunnel. What is he doing?
So they have a hole shot device which will lock the suspension down and just allow them to get a little better hole shot. So this being such a start-dependent track, you're going to want to make sure you got that hole shot device locked in. And they refired them up. Let's get ready, Deadwood. We're ready to go racing.
Your first qualifier of the day. Under starter's orders, waiting to go green. No one has more qualifier wins than Hunter Patnode. Can he back it up?
I like his odds. He's such a good starter. Here we go.
I'm going to give that one too.
I'm going to go with Hard. Wow. Big, huge jump. Peterson looks like he's got the advantage right now.
And Eagle right there. Here we go, side-by-side battle as they cross the Amsoil finish line. Light the candles. That means we are into this round one, heat one.
Peterson looking solid. Har's got the advantage with this inside line. Not sure if he's going to make it work.
And I believe what will be a telltale sign if Adam Peterson's off on the right foot, if that sled has the longevity, and I believe it has. We're already a lap in, and he has been a front runner.
Clear favorite right now, but Har is going to push him wide. Peterson's not backing out of it.
Emil Har knows what it takes to be successful in an epic way here in Deadwood. This place is special, home of his first career win 1 year ago, and the place of his first ever Amsoil Pro appearance.
Har battles back inside. Not sure why Peterson didn't want to try to shut that door there.
The line choice can be tricky on this track, but we see Dan Benham taking that inside line. And now he is challenging for that second place position.
Peterson triples through that inside. It gets a little out of rhythm. Loses some time. Looking good though. Emil Har out front. Dan Benham, fastest qualifier in practice, sitting third.
Looked so good in practice. Of course, setting that fast time, and Dan Benham looking to rebound in a big way after a DNF in round 4, which is not classic of him this season. After he's been around the podium finishes, been on the podium, so he is looking for a big comeback.
And one rider that hasn't been shown in any of this is, oh, there you're catching him in the background, Hunter Patnode. Not sure what happened off the start. He needs to pick it up. He needs to get going, get back on track like he was in Canterbury. Again, tough track. Need to be out front early.
Fastest sled on the track right now. Fastest rider. That is your rider in second. The number 3, Adam Peterson. About 0.2 of a second faster than Emil Har, your leader.
And I think he's making his time up right here. He doubles and then does this triple. Whoa, he changed it up. Doesn't get it, but here's the advantage. Inside, can he make a pass? No.
Nope, not going to happen this time. We are just past the halfway point. Lap 7 of 11.
Peterson's going to go outside now. Does he get a shot at it? Triples in. Bobbles a little bit, though. Just got to be careful. Benham getting closer.
Benham just searching for those opportunities. We thought he may have had something on the last lap, but nope, he's just going to hang there, watch things happen as these two in front continue to duke it out.
And Peterson getting a great drive out of that outside corner. No, just didn't get it. Benham next to him. Look at this, he's going to make the pass. Benham. Oh, just not enough.
And in turn one is where Dan Benham really appears to be making up ground. That Ski-Doo entrance and Polaris exit. Nope, not this time.
And Peterson made note of that. He made sure he wasn't going to go outside again. That was way too close to call. Letting Dan get inside of him.
Laps are winding down. Lap 10 of 11. Dan Benham running out of time. Your race leader, Emil Haar, putting as much distance as he can in front of these two. But leader, you like to see a battle shaping up behind you.
Yeah, you sure do. And Haar's on easy street right now. He's got a clear track, no pressure from behind, and this is where you want to be. Makes life a heck of a lot easier, especially when you're skying it over that huge double.
And this is your final lap as Emil Haar approaches the AMSOIL finish line. This will be his second qualifier win of the season. And it's Emil Haar, followed by Adam Peterson, Dan Benham in third, followed by Hunter Patnode, Elias Ishul, Cole Coutu, and John Malmstrom.
Hunter Patnode doing some damage control. He was way back, climbed his way back up to fourth. And valuable points, passing Elias.
Definitely need all the points you can get. So there's your rundown. Haar, Peterson, Benham, Patnode, Ishul, Coutu, and Malmstrom. We're going to catch up with your qualifier winner in just a moment here. Emil Haar is trackside with Josie Christian.
Emil Haar here taking that win. Let's talk about it, because you were being pushed that entire time coming off the track, telling me that it was fun. So going through it, trying to figure out the lines, trying to make that pass on Adam right away. What did those line choices look like for you?
I don't know. I had a decent jump in the start, and I tried to pass him as early as possible. It was hard because outside and inside was almost the same speed. So, but I made it, and I'm happy to get this one.
As you should be. Well, good luck the rest of the night.
Thank you.
Thank you, Josie. Coming up next in the program, at the start line, round 1, heat 2 of the AMSOIL Pro Class. In this, we have Gustav Salston, Travis Kern, Francis Pelletier, who you see on your screen, Logan Christian, Cody Cam, and Peter Narsa.
One thing I saw in practice today was Pelletier had a different look in his eye. He was very aggressive in this back section, and I think that second place in Canterbury kind of woke him up, and I think he realized he really blew an opportunity on Friday night in Canterbury by jumping that start. So look for him to get out early and separate himself.
And after the ride we had seen on Saturday at Canterbury Park with that P2 and just the run he had altogether, results aside, I think Frank the Tank is back and he's ready to go. Round 1, heat 2, AMSOIL Pro.
Who do we got? Oh, Pelletier makes a mistake. Cody Cam? Yeah. Oh, he's skying it over that double.
Wow. Started almost on the right-hand side of the track and cut over safely, but secured the line that he wanted.
But look who's in second place. Pelletier made up a lot of ground. Sorry, third. Looks like Travis Kern sitting in second.
And that is definitely Travis Kern, the 201 in second. So a couple of Polarises out front. Cody Cam has one qualifier win this season. Cody Cam visibly off the podium in the last 2 rounds, but started off the season so strong. So I know he's looking to get back to that.
That's right, and he has good vibes here. He's done well in the years past. So look for him to get out early, check out. It's technical, it's tough. It's got a lot of preloading the suspension to get over some of these bumps, something that Cody does so well compared to his competition.
And this track has historically always demanded aggressive and confident racers and smart racers too. And you know what? That is Cody Cam to a T. Look at this battle shaping up. That is Gustav Salston. Just got passed by the 43, Logan Christian.
Logan picking up where he left off at Canterbury as well. Had that second place. Great ride by him. Looking solid tonight. Needs to get going though. He's got a lot of pressure behind him.
A lot of eyes on the Sharing Speed Sports Skidoo operation, but Gustav Salston is not giving up, continues to battle with Logan Christian, gets around him.
And it looks like Peter Narsa trying to get in the mix too. Our leader out front, Cody, getting a little pressure. Pelletier must be finding something.
Yeah, Cody Cam around that corner. We're watching him make his way through the backstretch. As you see behind him, Travis Kern and Francis Pelletier. And one of the Skidoos making their way forward, that is Gustav.
Gustav was really fast to practice as well. Not sure if this is something that he just feels comfortable on, or maybe just adjusting to his competition that he's been around the last few weekends.
I think Gustav is at a really exciting point in his career, and what a year this guy has had. He started off last season so well over in Sweden. He got injured, was out for the remainder, and then to land a ride here with Adams World Championship Snocross with Green Mountain Racing, he said this is a dream come true. So he's really living the dream state right now, and I love what we had seen from him in his first career appearance here as he continues to battle with the veteran Logan Christian.
That's right. Narsa just not able to get the drive out of those corners that he wanted, but...
Yeah, but Narsa and Skogquist Race Team Skidoo really finding traction here as they enter round 5. They've really wasted no time in finding a great dynamic with that team, getting that sled up to speed. Talking with Levi Endred, he had said that Peter Narsa is in peak form. If you're looking back at his previous years in his career here in the States, so looking good, Peter Narsa, but your race leader continues to be Cody Cam.
And one thing you got to be paying attention to is Cody's got a 6-second lead on this little track. That is huge. So he is doing something right and finding his way around it really fast.
And we are about to be on lap 10 of 11, so time's winding down. Cody Cam starting the night off very right, just needs to finish this one strong, but the battle we're seeing right now, Francis Pelletier gonna have to hold off Logan Christian. That's the battle for third.
Oh, little bump in that. Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Logan, not messing around tonight. Logan strikes first. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Can he get inside of him? Not enough. Francis going back a position, not what he wanted. Yellow flag's out. Someone's down.
This is the final lap.
Looking solid for Logan. Nothing more solid right than this guy right here, Cody Cam. The talent is there. Nice little triple. Picks that up. And checkered flag. Winner number 2.
When Cody is on fire, he looks effortless, and that's what he looked like there. Finished out the race with a 6.422 second lead over Travis Kern, your second place rider, followed by Logan Christian, who made that pass in the late paces of this race, followed by Francis Pelletier, Peter Narsa, Gustav Salston. And an excited Cody Cam is about to check in with our trackside reporter, Josie Christian. Josie.
Definitely excited down here with Cody Cam taking that qualifying win. That's something that you needed because we saw you back in rounds 1 and 2 back in Fargo, getting those qualifying rounds and showing up in the final. So definitely motivation going into tonight. But as you had such a clear vision out there, 6-second lead, what was that like?
Yeah, we've been struggling with the starts in the heat races all year, and pretty much takes all day to learn and start going fast for the final, but I think we got it sorted out today, and track was fun and just smooth sailing the whole time.
Good to hear. Well, good luck the rest of the night.
One thing I noticed right there, Cody was breathing a little heavy, and I think I remember that feeling. You kind of hold your breath the whole time, and you finally relax as soon as it's finally over, and you go, oh, wait a minute. I am a little tired because I didn't breathe the entire race.
And not only that, not like we're at extremely high elevation, but this is a big difference for a number of these racers which are Midwest located.
I'll tell you what, it does make a difference on the machines. They definitely feel a little slower than normal.
We'll talk more about that and the testing that goes into it, but here is round 1, heat 1 of the Pro Light class.
We're really close to getting ready to go here. They're on the hot start button. Any second. Go. Is that our man out front? Of course. Evan Doak. He has
And
been
down.
unstoppable at his starts. Oh, almost jumps off the track.
Wow. But these starts for these Polaris riders, specifically Evan Dow and Riley Bester, they have these babies super tuned to a great start to this qualifying run. But look who it is out front. I believe that's that is Marcus Ogamar for Theme Motorsports Skidoo. Caution flag.
Don't want to jump. Oh, we got somebody jumping on the back. Ooh, that is going to be, I think that is Kenny Mandrick. He is definitely going to be black flag for that.
And the rider that we have down, we're trying to get eyes on it, but right now that is at the entrance of turn number 1, the Skidoo corner.
So definitely some jostling for the front. I think we had about 5 different leaders that first lap. And again, rider down in that first corner. That's going to really hurt any kind of racing that we could see here, but
your race leader right now, that is the 129 for Fratellone Racing Polaris, Eric Downs, and the rider that is back up and running that the caution flag was out for, that's Jay Beaulieu for 1-3 Motorsports.
And you can see in the background there,
Marcus Ogamar taking that outside line, and just behind them, the third place rider right now appears to be Riley Bester. Marcus Ogamar going to make a charge for the lead.
and he's going to look at this setup inside, tries to get a run at him, just not enough. One thing Marcus is really good at with that long frame of his is he can get his weight up to the side of that sled and turn on flat ground, probably better than anyone I know.
Yeah, that turn, I'm going to keep an eye on that because that is especially a turn and burn corner. But Eric Downs continues to set the pace. This one's not over between him and Marcus.
And Riley Bester sitting in that third spot. Not a familiar spot for Riley. He's been nothing but a hole shot master. So he's going to have to go back and look at what he did wrong there and definitely get back on track.
Riley Bester has been one of the top riders in the division once again this year. So he's going to look to move his way up as he gets closer to Marcus Ogamar. But Eric Downs continues to be one of the fastest riders on track. He is setting fast time right now, your race leader. In clean air, easy to do that.
And Ogamar, trying to find some new lines, has kind of opened himself up because Riley is on the gas. And look at his brake rotor. That is one thing that Marcus is definitely going to be having to watch. A lot of these guys are going to have to watch is take it easy on your brakes because it is a long final.
In this track, Robbie, pretty technical. Is it slower is faster? Is that why maybe he's using the brake more? Or is that more of a rider preference, rider style?
No, as you see him go through that rhythm section, he's really trying to articulate the sled downwards so he can get a good drive out of it, and it just takes a lot of brake force to get that sled to stop in the air and kind of pivot down.
Riley Bester going to take the inside line, tries to get around Marcus Ogamar. I remember these two battling it out 1 year ago here in Deadwood. History repeats itself.
Yeah, watch right here, that inside. Marcus shuts the door, though.
Marcus having to play a good game of defense as he hunts down the race leader, Eric Downs.
I think he's going to get it right here. He's inside. He's got the advantage now.
Here we go. This is the final lap, by the way.
Oh!
Wow!
Now, if I'm Riley Bester in that scenario again, I'm definitely going to start to lean over and shut the door on Marcus as he goes down that back section.
In the 11th hour, Marcus Ogamar holds him off for second, but it is Eric Downs taking top honors, and that is going to be Eric Downs' first qualifier win of the season. So the rundown is Downs, Ogamar, Bester, Doubt, Posty, Mandrick, Beaulieu, and Englund unofficially. So don't go anywhere. You are watching Snocross Live, and I spoke too soon. We're going to stay right here, ladies and gentlemen, for the U.S. Air Force Snocross National. We have more racing ahead. Actually, coming up next, we have racers approaching the start line. Yes, sir. Yes, we do. That is round 1, heat 2 of the Pro Lite division. Here is who you will see. We have Andy Leaders, Bailey Forst, Mitchell Gross, Cale Callan, Gustav Salomonson, Andy Paik, Philip Haar, and Jesse Showtime Kirchmeier. Jesse shifting his focus back to solely the snowmobile this weekend. Of course, no snow bikes present at this event, not one of our Snowbike Triple Crown events. So we had seen him 1 round ago, trying to pull double duty on the snowbike and sled. So focus back on the Polaris, the Southside Polaris, that is.
And you can see the snow coming down. Look at how much is sitting on that helmet. Definitely not ideal for these guys, but guess what? we're racing snowmobiles, and it's snowing.
And I'm excited to talk to Josie in a little bit to get the track conditions down there. When I was walking around the pits earlier, it was like moon sand, and I'm curious to know how much that sticks to your goggles, under your visor. That can be problematic.
Definitely is, and if there's any kind of moisture in there, you're constantly having to wipe, and you can see he's got more of a bubble lens, which would kind of wick some of that water off of his lens. But yeah, it's always problematic. Anytime you can't see, it's usually the first thing you want to do is hit the brakes, and in this scenario, it's probably not the best thing to do either.
As you can see, he's attached a lens or an acrylic of some sort to the end of his visor to, again, help with that snow from hitting his goggles and potentially getting stuck there. But technology in place to prevent that from happening. Pit coats are coming off. The rider we're looking at, I believe that's Bailey Forst. Nope, pit coats going back on. Just kidding. Look at this amazing crowd. Deadwood, you always show up for us, and that is why we keep coming back year after year, because you support this show. Amazing crowds and the best fans in the world, Snocross fans. So thank you for bearing the elements for us, man. We love coming to Deadwood. The snow, we always seem to get a snowstorm here, so Mother Nature likes to throw us a curveball each time we come here. And for Boss Racing, True North Motorsports, one of the Skidoo riders for the operation we had seen there, that is Cale Cowan, the number 34. Go Jordan Gomez, our eyes in the sky, our drone pilot, giving us an incredible view. So Robbie and I were doing our best to keep you updated on the whole shot, but especially with these headlights in the Pro Lite class and them coming straight on to our camera angle and where we're located, it can be tricky.
It definitely is, but not for these guys. Pretty straightforward. Be the first to go. As soon as that light turns green, it makes life a lot easier.
Emphasis on the start in this one, always omnipresently important in Snocross, but especially here, we're about to go green.
Absolutely, the most important is this one, and I'm not sure who's out front early, but we got one straggler. At Bailey Forest.
341, I believe that is. For Polaris, Dean's Diesel Repair, Bailey Forest with the whole shot, but Andy Pake's right up there.
Yeah, and he's making short work of that. Went wide on that corner, and now we have those multiple lines.
Jesse Kirchmeyer able to get around Bailey Forst.
Look at Pake jumping out early, looking like he's almost checking out already. Kind of getting back to his old form. Last year, definitely not the year he wanted, had an injury. But him and his dad are doing their privateer kind of efforts, and he obviously got something figured out. He's looking great.
And be it formerly on the Arctic Cat or on the Skidoo in previous years, he's been backed by great teams, but like you said, working with his dad, he's back with the family-owned operation, so back in familiar territory, and I think this is a great environment for him, and perhaps that's a catalyst to the success he's had this season.
And let's not forget, his dad was no slouch on a snowmobile. He won multiple championships and races of his own, and being able to pass some of that knowledge and energy back down to his son is obviously working, but he's got to stick to that inside line. Right now, that inside is much faster. He gave up a lot of time there on that lap.
He has to, because look at Bailey Forst, who is in second right now, the fastest rider on track, 22.294 seconds. So he is coming. Andy Pake continues to lead, so a rundown. Andy Pake, Bailey Forst, Solomonson, Kirchmeyer, Haar, Rose, Callan. Approaching the halfway point.
Bailey looking solid.
Yeah, Bailey Forst, we've seen him be a perennial front runner, a podium contender in this class, so it's good to see him similarly to Pake, I feel like, this year. He's been locking into the main events, on pace, if not above par. In the rest of the field, in some areas, we're seeing it shine through, but Andy Pake distancing himself, the gap between them, just about 2.4 seconds.
And a lot of that is just from Andy getting back to this inside line here. Obviously wanted to try that outside, see if there's anything to be had, but there really isn't right now. That inside is just much faster, and that's always the downside to a two-lane or a split lane, is you're going to have one area that's going to lend itself a little faster, but that will switch eventually, and you just don't want to be on the wrong end of that.
And I like the variety that we have. These two corners vastly different from one another.
Yeah, that's right. This section here, like I said earlier in the night, it's going to get tricky. There's a lot of square edges, ice chunks. You never know what you're going to get in there. Seems like every year we find somebody taking a little snow sample.
The track's always cowboy up here. And Robbie, I think the weather conditions lend itself to that. When it's a little bit warmer, the track develops character, we'll say, a lot quicker.
Absolutely. And one thing that we don't usually see is natural snow. And a lot of this snow is natural snow, so it changes. It's a little different than what we're used to on a artificial surface.
This is the final lap. As you see, your race leader, Andy Pegg, has approached lap traffic. He's going to make his way around on the front stretch one final time. Andy Pegg, if he makes this happen, that will be his second qualifier win of the year. There you have it. Followed by Bailey Forst in second, Gustav Salomonsen.
Yeah, solid ride. Top three, all looking strong. That's the trick, be in the top three every heat race.
That is what you need. These riders trying to avoid the LCQ where you don't want to find yourself, but still, nonetheless, LCQ has provided us some epic moments over the course of the season. So there you have it once again. Andy Pegg, Bailey Forst, Gustav Salomonsen, Jesse Kirchmeier, Philip Haar, Mitchell Gross, and Cale Callan. That was round one, heat 2 of Pro Lite. That means we have one more to go. Round one, heat 3 on tap.